Alright! What's up? A question I receive a lot in my comment section is, Casasora, how can I connect a custom domain, like for example casasora.net, to a Minecraft server, so that I can join the server with play.casasora.net instead of having to input an annoying number like this? Well, I do realize there are a ton of tutorials on YouTube out there that show you how to do this, but you know what? I never made one. So that is exactly what I will be doing today. I'm gonna show you how to connect a custom domain to a Minecraft server, so your players no longer have to remember a big string of random numbers. It's gonna be great. Now, the first thing you will need to actually do this is, well, a domain. Now, where you get your domain doesn't really matter. There are a bunch of websites out there that sell domain names. And it doesn't matter which domain register you choose, the process will be approximately the same. If you want a few suggestions, personally, I really like using Cloudflare. No, I'm not sponsored in any way, but this is where my domains are registered. They are probably not the cheapest, but also definitely not the most expensive, but it's a viable option. Another very popular website to get domains is GoDaddy. Why is that its name? I have no clue. But they sell domains. And apparently you can even use AI to get a domain suggestion, because every single company in the world needs to incorporate AI somehow. It's important. And then Namecheap. You can get the domain for cheap. You might think to yourself, wow, Namecheap, they are probably really cheap. And hey, maybe they are, but here they say that for a .net domain you pay $13. I can tell you on Cloudflare it's cheaper, so not that cheap. Anyhow, after you've chosen a domain name, it is time to actually connect it, and this section might be a little different depending on where your domain is registered, because we need to change DNS settings. And while the DNS settings will be the same across the board, the layout and the UI might differ per website, so that's good to keep in mind. Alright, so this is what the DNS records page looks like on Cloudflare. If you're not on Cloudflare, don't you worry, you just want to make sure you locate the DNS records page, whatever your register may be. It shouldn't be hard to locate at all, as the DNS records are the most important settings of your domain. Now, you can see I already have two DNS records here. These two are here by default, and you shouldn't need them to get this all working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a new record. And you want to make sure you're adding an A record. So the type has to be A. Then next we need to give in a name. And a name in this case means subdomain. So what subdomain do we want people to use to get onto our server? If you don't know what a subdomain is, this is a subdomain. So play.mccisland.net gets you onto MCC Island. mccisland.net, that's the domain. And this is the subdomain. Hypixel has this too, mc.hypixel.net. Now, a subdomain is not mandatory, but I would recommend using one for a Minecraft server. I think mc.casasora.net sounds great, so I'm gonna type in mc here. Just like that. Now for me, you can see it will automatically fill to mc.casasora.net. At some registers though, this might not happen. And you might have to enter your full subdomain plus domain. So like this, mc.casasora.net, the whole thing. And next we want to enter the IPv4 address. You might wonder, what is that? Well, that's the IP of our Minecraft server. So to join a Minecraft server, you will need two things: an IP address and a port. Now the port we can see here, but the IP we cannot. That is because the hosting provider I use, Alienhost, automatically gives you a domain. To connect this server to our own domain though, we really want the IP and not the domain itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this domain and we're gonna go to the DNS checker website. So what you can do here is we can enter a domain, in my case this, and then click on ping IPv4. And after a few seconds, it will give us the actual IP. There we go. So this is the actual IP of our Minecraft server. And this one we can simply copy and then paste into Cloudflare. Just like that. Make sure to not enter your port here. We're gonna add the port later on, but this is what you want to enter. Now, if you are in Cloudflare, you have a proxy service, which you should disable for this, and then we can simply click on save. And our first record has been added. Nothing will still work though, because we need to add another record. So we're gonna click on plus again, and this time we want to add an SRV record. So we're gonna look in this massive list to find SRV, there it is, and then simply click on it. You will see everything will change, and it looks a little bit more complicated now, but don't you worry, it's still very, very easy. Now for this next section, you really want to pay attention, because a single typo in this next section, we'll make it so nothing works for you. So what you need to type here is underscore Minecraft dot, don't forget the dot, then an underscore again, TCP, then once again a dot, and after that you want to type the subdomain we specified in the A record. So in my case, that subdomain was MC. So I'll be adding MC here. There we go. That's it. Then where it says priority, you want to add a 0. And where it says wait, you also want to add a 0. TTL, we can keep on auto, but the port, that is where we want to add the port of our Minecraft server. So in my case, the port is 25625. Remember the number, go back to Cloudflare and fill it in. And then all the way at the end, we want to type in our full domain plus subdomain that is going to be required to join the server. So for me, that's going to be mc.kasaisora.net. Just like that. Now at the top, this is now what it should look like. And if it does look like this, we can simply click on save. And there we go. That's it. You've now successfully connected your domain to your Minecraft server. Now, if you just checked and you're thinking to yourself, Kasasora, what do you mean it doesn't work yet? Indeed, it probably does not. It can take quite a while for these DNS records to start working. For some people, it might work right away. Others might have to wait up to 24 hours for everything to work. That all depends on your register, your internet provider, the caches that are still around, a whole bunch of stuff. So give it up to 24 hours. And after that, we can check mc.kasaisora.net. Click on done. And there we go. I'm not in the right version. That doesn't matter. The server is working. And that's gonna be it for today. Do make sure to subscribe to my channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.